number 8. So for our last talk, the night, we have AJ Villalobos from Blue. Let's give him a round of applause.
Good evening. Busog na kayo. Sige, let's start. So my talk is about Docker for Rails development. So how will you use Docker for your local development? As we know, Docker is usually used for production, for builds and stuff like that. So for introduction, I work at Blue. We're a blockchain remittance company. We use blockchain and cryptocurrencies to facilitate faster transfer of money and cheaper rates for remittance companies. We also, our stack is based on Rails, and we're also a remote company, so our processes is suited for remote work. So if that's what you like, we're hiring too. So my outline for the talk is I'll just introduce what is Docker, why should we use it, a demo that you'll see from pulling the repo to running the app, and some learning resources I use when I was learning Docker. So what's Docker? So Docker is a set of tools built for packaging your software to be able to share or run in a sandbox environment. So in Docker, it's called containers. Although this is not a tutorial for Docker, but it's more of an introduction to what's possible, and you'll pick your interest. So, why should we use Docker? So some of the things that we should use it is because it gives us a common and standardized environment. So instead of every one of the dev configure their own, so installing their own Postgres, Redis, Sidekick, something like that, there's a single file or a standard way na pwede kang just run it and okay na lahat. Parang ganun. So there's also a single command app installation and setup. So at with point number 1, it goes hand in hand. So in Docker, you can just run a command called like a Docker compose up. So basically, it's like a Rails server, but instead of just running your server, it runs your whole stack. So something like that. So also, it's easy version management. If you want to change your Ruby version, example, you want to upgrade, you can just change in one file, and you can test it local, and it will work with the same for your other peers. And last one, it has a huge Docker ecosystem. So, parang siyang Ruby gems na lahat ng mga popular plugins is nandun din. So, you don't have to create by yourself. And also, if mag-create command, it's easy to share. Kasi parang pool, parang ganun lang siya. So yung next slide is I'll demo an app I created for this talk. It's called it's Bitcoin app. So what it does is it just checks the price 24 hours ago at this very moment kung positive ba siya or negative. So this app is composed of several services. It has a Postgres, Sidekick, Redis. So you'll see na how Docker connect those. Yeah. So it's a video kasi baka magka-problem sa internet. So mas okay na parang medyo planado siya ng konti. So yeah. So dito, I'll just gonna pull the project pa. There. So it's a small app. So I think yung ginawa ko dito CD into the app. And I'll run one command here. It's called docker compose build. What it does is, parang nag-bundle install, pero ginagawa ko siya for a whole stack. So, eto na download niya yung Ruby, ina-update niya yung, ina-update niya yung OS mo. So, nag-install siya like Node.js, and there. Ito rin, kinakopy niya yung app, tapos nag-bundle install na rin siya. So, parang ito yung first step na pag kinload mo yung project, i-run mo to with the instructions from Docker, gagawin niya na lahat. So, I'll just fast forward this a bit kasi medyo matagal siya ng konti. Oops. Yeah. So dito, tapos na siya mag-build. So next na gagawin ko dito, di ba usually when we create a project, we initialize our database. So we like run Rails DB reset or something like that. But in Docker, since we're using it, we have to parang, abang term din, parang may command ka pa nire-run before you run the Rails command. So in this case, anong nirun ko? Okay, yeah. So I run Docker compose. So web is my Rails app. So, yeah. Yan yung command. So nangyayari, pinull niya rin yung database requirements ko. I don't need to set up my own Redis. Like on this Mac, I don't have to do the whole brew install. Tapos yung version, automatic na din na na-detect niya based on the configuration na ginawa ko. So later on, ipapakita ko dito kung ano yung itsura ng Docker file, tsaka yung parang instructions niya. So parang nakikita niyo lang kung paano yung structure. Yeah, so this time it's pulling the Postgres. Oops. Okay. And there. So our command ran successfully. So the next command, ito na yung sabi ko, single setup command. I'll just run one command and our app will be running. So it's called Docker compose app, and it will run all my services, my Postgres, my Sidekick, and my Redis, which is what my apps requires. Yeah. Tapos, we'll just have to wait a minute kasi meron akong job na ganito. Reference exchange rates. So, nag-run siya every minute. Kailangan ko siya mag-run na first para may pangita ko sa inyo na rates. There, tapos na siya. So, mag-switch na tayo sa app. So, as of kahapon, down yung Bitcoin. Pero in 7 days, mataas pa rin siya. So yeah, that's the application. If you see, wala akong ginawang install ng mga dependencies. Just run those commands. And I don't even know the versions. So parang ako yung developer, hindi ko na kailangan gawin. So here, papakita ko na pag nag-edit ka, you don't need to restart. So parang Reels pa rin siya. So I'll just change, I think yung show. So it's been ko an app. Medyo vague siya eh. Change ko lang na today. So I saved it. And yeah, yan na pala. Yeah. So, yeah, kung nakita nyo, medyo mabilis lang from uploading the project to running it, and pwede ka na mag-contribute agad. So, wala na yung usual before kasi parang pag may project ka, parang one day pa to install your app. So, with Docker, even in development, this gives a lot of advantage. So example, pag may mga bago kang teammates or gusto mo lang mag-change yung laptop or something like that, easy siya. And yun, kailangan din siyang i-update. Pero malaki yung tulong. So, papakita ko sa inyo yung files where ginamit ng Docker. So this one, so this is the Docker file. So may resources ako na pakita mamaya. So you'll get to know more of these files. Pwede yung glimpse lang. So if you see, medyo English siya and easy to understand, sort of. So first, we have a base, parang OS, parang ganun. Then we update our OS, then we create an app folder, we cover our gem file, we run bundle install, then we run our server. Parang yun yung instructions ng file na to. Then, ito namang Docker file. Ito yung parang nag-connect sa lahat ng mga services mo. Services yung term sa mga Postgres, Redis, Sidekick, yung mga dependencies ng app. So yung app ko, I called it web. So ito yung mga parang build instructions niya rin kung anong port yung i-expose, ano yung mga environment variables, anong mga dependencies ng web nito. So example, on this case, before this is run, so before your real server starts, i-run muna ng Docker yung database ko tsaka yung Redis ko because my code depends on it. So parang yung dependencies niyo, part na siya ng code base niyo. So it's easier to maintain. Parang yun. So that's the Docker Compose file. So the resources that I use for learning, if you are interested, there's a book from Prague. It's called Docker for Rails Developer. It's in beta right now, and before when I was learning Docker, medyo confusing siya kasi most of the examples hindi siya geared for Rails development. Para yung book na to, it's really geared for Rails developer, yung mga instructions. So it's good to start with this. Then if you want to expand your knowledge, you can go to this site. It's more general, so it gives you more examples sa mga Java, yung mga JavaScript apps or PHP, and more details compared to this one. So this one, it expects you to know some of the basic Docker terminologies, and this one really dives you more into the specifics. So yeah, that's my talk. Any questions?
Questions? Ano yung downside?
Downsides. Yung downside, yeah. First, learning another tool naman, di ba? And I think another dependency is in your app siguro. Pero compare mo siya sa marami siyang, para siyang high level, ano eh. Para siyang Rails for DevOps yung Docker. So yung Rails, di ba, naging popular siya because marami siyang mga, tawag dito, marami siyang mga tools like migration, Ruby gems, plugins. Before, if you compare it like 10 years ago in PHP, yun yung pinaka-popular web technology before. Walang mga ganun eh. So nung dumating yung Rails, parang marami na siyang plugins. So ganun din yung Docker. Before, may mga other technologies ka pa to set up your app. Like, I've used Vagrant before to parang magkaganito siya na process. Parang mas easier to kasi sa Vagrant, may isa kaming script doon na ginagawa. Pero mas marami siyang ano eh, mas low level siya. Pero Docker medyo high level eh. Yung mga commands na run, copy, mga ganun. It's a better language siguro. Yes. Ayun, for development naman siya. So, di pa siya for production. Since pwede mo rin siya ma-share sa mga teammates pa. Yeah, for more of a workflow. Yeah. So,
Alright, thank you, AJ. Let's give him another round of applause.